right, let's take a look at question number 2. In question number 2, we have a diagram with a bunch of information, and we're asked to find the distance across a lake, or the length of side AB. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to add a little bit of information onto this diagram. I'm going to mark the endpoint C, this D, and this is E. One of the things that they haven't mentioned in the question, and they haven't shown on the diagram, is that AB is parallel to DE. And if these two are parallel, we know that the angle at A, or this angle right here, must be equal to the angle at D, or CDE. We also know that if AB and DE are parallel, the angle at B, or the angle down here, must be equal to angle CED, or this angle right here. And because angle C is in common with both of the triangles, triangle CAB and triangle CDE, we must have two similar triangles because all three angles in both of the triangles are equal. And because we have two similar triangles, we can then use our corresponding sides to calculate the length of AB. So let's write down all the corresponding sides. We have CA in the large triangle, and that is corresponding to side CD. We also have side AB in CAB, and that must be corresponding to side DE. And finally, we have BC in the first triangle, or the large triangle, must be corresponding to side CE, or EC. So that's great, because we can use the corresponding sides with the information given in the diagram to figure out the length of AB, or the distance across the lake. So let's set up our proportions. The proportions that we're going to use are side AC, and the corresponding side to AC is CD, with AB, which is what we want to find, and the corresponding side to AB is DE. Now, do we have information about these? Well, taking a look at AC, we know that the measure of AC is going to be 50 meters plus 44 meters. So we can write that in, 94 meters. And the measure of CD is simply 50. That's our scale factor right there. AB is what we're trying to find. I'm going to mark that with an X, so we can just put X in here instead of AB. And DE we're given as 31. So now we can simply cross multiply and solve for X. So I'm going to do that over here. We end up getting 94 times 31 on one side of the equation, and on the other side of the equation we get 50 times X, or 50X. When we punch this all into our calculator, we get 2,914 on one side and 50X on the other side. We're going to divide both sides by 50, and X is going to equal 53.962 repeated. So we can round that off now that we're finished all of our calculations, and we're going to end up getting X is going to equal 54 meters. And the distance across the lake at point A and B is going to be 54 meters.